to another episode of the 999 ASMR Tarot Visual Textures Random Guy Art Night. And tonight, you're going to be watching paint dry. That's what you're going to be doing. Watching paint dry on these rocks. We're going to be the gesso isn't quite dry on this, and so we're going to set this one aside. Look, put gesso right on the table here. Going to clean that off a little bit. Make some nice, relaxing sounds. Okay, we're done with that. So let's begin with this rock. You know, about a month ago, we painted the other side. But I think we're gonna just come in and put in here a brand new scene on this. I don't think I really want to start with it like that. So I'm gonna take a paintbrush like this here, and we are going to just give it a coat of something. I don't know what this thing is going to be, but these are the colors we're going to use for the most part. This is a fluorescent red, and we have a titanium white with a little bit of blue and some yellow oxide. And we may be adding some more colors in here later too. But let's just make this whole thing a whole nother shade of blue. We're going to just tone down these colors for you. Just welcome, Maria. Welcome to another episode of Random Guy Art Night, and where you get to watch me paint rocks, watch the paint dry, because there's nothing more exciting than that in the world. Oh, you're gone. I don't know what I'm going to do here. The other side has a Christmas tree on it. Maybe we do something else. Another kind of a forest scene. Well, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Tyler, welcome. Maria, thank you. Static, welcome, and thank you. And let's see, does it look better this way? Or this way? Now, since I got a Christmas scene over here, okay, thank you for liking the stream. I have another big giant rock we're going to start painting here. And big giant rocks. I just found these outside the other day, and I washed them really, really good. And then my first coat down was gesso. And so I think we're just going to put a simple a regular forest Bob Ross style. You know, I can probably do that on this rock here. We can use this side, and I think maybe we'll do this side. A forest. All right. That's what you guys are going to get. You're going to get a forest. This one looks better. Okay, so let's see what let's start working on the sky. Work on the skyline here. The other one looks better. Well, we're gonna paint that one too. This rock is kind of not very friendly to me. So you're good with the pencil and the paper? Yeah. I'm not very good with pencil. I have pencils and all that. You know, I think I want to add in a little bit of this fluorescent red here, and we're going to just change the color scheme up just a little bit. Well, this is fluorescent red. It looks pink, but that's because it's a fluorescent color. So yeah, I'm going to be coming down, and we're going to bring this tone down. I'm going to add some more of this fluorescent red in here and make it a really nice lavender color. And kind of just add that in. And we'll just bring it all the way down here, and then, so when we start adding in some yellow, you won't check. So the Drew Tyler, the creator of your favorite music channel. Oh. I don't know who Drew Tyler is. I am a little bit out of touch. And just a little bit out of touch. So I think I'm going to need to add into this mix some cadmium red. Gotta, yeah, there we go. I'm going to add, well, I can do a fall forest. We will do some, it's getting ready for October. Okay. Let me go and change brushes. And let's go use this brush here. I'm going to go mix some of this cadmium red over here with this yellow oxide. I'm going to tone it down. Oh, I need some more titanium white. I just going through the titanium white like it was going out of style. Yeah, it's a good brush. It's a good brush, and for what we're going to be doing here, I'm going to just be making a sort of a toned down brown. A toned down brown. Just add a little bit more of that cadmium red in here. We tone it down. And we can do, if we put just a tad bit of this primary cyan, it'll get this slight greenish tone to it. And that's kind of a nice color here. So if we look at it, see, that's a nice color. That's what we're going to be doing here. And I'm just going to do that just as a little bit of a base coat here. So we're going to start it here. So it's going to mix in the layers. And so we can see that we got just a little bit of greeny there. You know, this is, of course, not going to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You do have to paint on rocks a little bit. You do have to prime the surface. Now, the first thing I do before painting on a rock is I scrub it down really good. I scrub it, and then, yeah, well, I already put the pink into it here. I mean, the fluorescent red, the fluorescent magenta. And so we put some of that in there already. And we're just going to tone it down here. And so I need to prop this thing up a bit. Maybe, oh, I know. I'll use this selenite crystal here, which I will use. No. Actually, what I did is I what I did with the rock is as I put the rock in the oven for I dried it out in the oven. I just scrubbed it really good with a scrub brush and um, with a scrub brush and I think I'm going to in soap and water. This is I want to go back. I'm not really all together satisfied with what I got here, so um, come on. This is just it's like a hanger-oner here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for subbing to my channel. And I am going to add in here. I'm going to go back in, put some more of that, just a tad bit of that. And we're going to just put these clouds in. I'm going to blend it down. So it's like maybe a storm is coming in. So as I was saying, I dry the rocks in the oven, or you just dry it out naturally, and then I put a coat of gesso on the surface. Thank you, Dark Vampire Gamer 15. Thank you. Painting is a lot of fun. That is true. So we're gonna put in here some clouds or something, just some, random shapes. I have been doing live since I started in January, but I've only been doing live paintings since like May or June. Yeah, I don't have a shell around. Actually, I do have them, but they're really tiny. And so we're just going to put in a little bit here. A little bit more of this. And get some different variations of color in here. And then we're just going to put it aside and let it dry. And then I'm going to go back to that other rock. And so that's why I got two rocks. So we can do two. And or I can rapid dry this with the hair dryer. So it's your choice. If you want me to take my hair dryer out and rapid dry this and go barrel forward with this stone, or I can just let it sit for a few minutes and then go back to the other one. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to bear with me. I'm just going to put a little hot air on here. Yeah, so we got to don't run away with the sound here. I am just rapid drying this thing. So I do have these are some other paintings that I've done. Fall colors. How about this? Okay, those are just my practice paintings. I make cards. These are like Christmas cards and other things, and so I sell cards. I ship anywhere within the United States 20 cards for $150. And that's for they stick them in an envelope, and then you can mail them off if you want. So 4 scenes. Yeah, 4 scenes and other things. And so I am actually currently working on an ocean scene that I sold to somebody in Georgia. And I need a little black to do this next job. And so I'm gonna be probably so if it's a 20 pack of like Christmas cards, a 20 pack of hand painted Christmas cards, I'm selling for $150, shipped anywhere within the United States. I do not ship outside of the United States. Because that prices would go up a lot more. And then if it's that's for cards. That's just for let me see. I have some examples here. So like this one here. This is one of my examples. So they are hand painted cards, and this is a forest scene here. I live in Oregon, and that's just paper cards. And let me see. I have like here's another one here. So they fold in half like this, and you stick it into an envelope, and then you go write your note to your friends or to your grandma, or to a love letter to your romantic interest. So you can just use it this way if you write letters. But then my paintings, they depend on the size, and so forth. So I'm going to start in with this forest scene here. Well, thank you. Thank you. So let's just get the paint right here. I'm going to start working on mixing the paints right in here. It's taken me like years to figure out how to get a straight line on when I'm painting here. And so I'm going to just come in with this oxide yellow. I'm going to tone it down with some black. I'm going to add a little bit of red to it, so it makes it like a really rich dark brown color. So we're going to start in, and we're going to put a big tall tree trunk right here. So as you can see, when you're painting on, the picture behind my palette is an ocean scene. And okay, I'm going to move the camera, and I'll show you that. I'll show you what the behind the scenes thing looks like. And so that is an ocean scene, and this is my set here. I do those are my and that is an abstract poem. And so that's there's my Mary, my Catholic art. I have my little this is one of my favorites pieces, and there's my rosary. And but we're not, that's just the stuff that's back here, and that's the scene there. So I usually don't show off the backdrop there, what's behind, but that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, you know what? Ocean scenes are really, really hard to do. They're really hard because making the water looking like it's moving is kind of hard. Now, one of the things that I am doing is I'm gonna make maybe a little just a different kind of a tree over here, because it depends on which tree I do first. Because you wanted a fall scene. Did I shut those windows? So this is going to be more like a fir tree. Yeah, you're right. And I the last complete ocean scene that I did on a 12 by 24 painting, it took me about 10 months to do it. And so and then we'll just put another, maybe a little faint tree in the background, and a couple more here, kind of around there. Some deciduous trees. This one's the big one. It's going to be in the top. Yeah, so it is. Ocean scenes are time consuming because you have the light. You have all the light, and the light is it's in the water, and you're painting the water. The water is moving, and trying to get that effect. Yeah. So yeah, you have to get the land scenes are a little bit easier to do than ocean scenes are. But ocean scenes, to me, they're really, really hard because of trying to get the water to look like it's moving. But I think ocean scenes are probably easier than lakes, because of the and I also paint with acrylics too. I'm painting with acrylics, and Bob Ross painted with oils. He was an oil painter. I have a friend that has asked for an ocean scene, but at this present time, each one of those cards with an ocean scene on it takes about an hour and a half to make. I haven't been able to get the time down under an hour and a half, and that's the biggest issue that I have with the forest scenes. I can paint a card in a forest scene in like roughly 45 minutes. And so I'm going to see if this is the right color green here. It's kind of dark. I probably want to lighten it up a little bit here. And so we're going to start in with the trees in the background. Made a ocean scene Christmas card. I have not made an ocean scene Christmas card yet. That's not something I Can I try a what's that? Is that a flying sauce? A shell. I will have to get a shell, Cupcake Lover 21. But I do have some little tiny shells that I got out of the Mediterranean Sea a long, long time ago. And so we're going to do just a little bit of a stippling process here to make these trees. And stippling is probably the easiest way. Did my internet just fail? Yeah, the shells that I do have are too small, and they are here's a Egyptian pound. I got it when I was in Egypt years, and I was in Israel just after I graduated from college. And my shells these are my shells. They're really too small, and I got these shells out of the Mediterranean Sea. And yeah, and so some of the other souvenirs, these are tear catchers. So if you go to a holy site in Jerusalem, they have these things around, and you have a religious experience. You can catch your tear in here, then you can like set it on the shrine. This is a bead that I got in the Sinai when I spent 3 days in the Sinai, which is part of Egypt. And this is some coral from the Mediterranean. I went to Israel before the War on Terror. This is just a rock. I don't remember where I got this rock. This is money from Israel. I think one of these. This is a kroner. No, it's a shekel. These are just these are shekels. I think they're made out of brass. This is like a quarter or less. It came from Denmark. And then it's just some other random things from here. Shower cap. Soap. But I got to get this bead out of here. And then a spoon. I saved a spoon from Thank you. I mean, I like them. I like them. It was I went with a college tour. I went right after I graduated from college, and it was a long time ago. When the world was different. The world was different when I went. It was before the Afghanistan and the it was before the wars. It was before our wars of against Saddam Hussein, the war against I have church in the morning too. So you gotta go. I'm going to be having a stream also, Tyler. At 1:11 tomorrow, and I'm probably going to be painting this paper mache mask that I made starting last night and today. I don't know if I'm quite, yeah, it's just about, it's almost midnight for me. And so we'll just put this side-to-side motion here and make that tree over there. And so I think I want to bring out another color. I'm going to add in here some fluorescent. Well, my stream, I have okay, so Tyler, I have 2 more streams scheduled for this week. And I have, well, generally I stream on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm going to stream on this Monday because it is my 24-month anniversary of this show. And so I'm going to have something special, and I'm going to be making like magic 8-ball like answers for cards, little paper cards like this, and I'm going to put like definitely not or definitely so, try to come up with some funny yes, the ASMR-ish things I do are a lot of my long play videos, and so in my long play videos I have a lot of kind of quiet visual texture things, and so this actually can constitute as an ASMR in a very old school sort of way, but it, so you can look at it in that fashion. And so if I were to use this as a sleep aid, so if I were to use this as a sleep aid and I were watching it on the playback, I would probably turn the speed up to 1.25 and I would turn the volume down. And unless you find the conversations to be relaxing. And so that part of it is rather a ASMR activity in that sense, but it's not in the sense where I am doing mouth noises in stuff like that, because I don't do the mouth noises, and sometimes the whispers I kind of find annoying, so I don't particularly do but I do have long play videos that are more old school ASMR. So like, for instance, there's one where I took a walk in a snowstorm, and there's sounds, and then the last snowstorm we had in the spring, and I think that one's a really good one. Then there's one where I walk my dog. Then there's another one where the frogs are out. The frogs are singing, and so forth. Now, then I have some that's in my long play videos, and then you could constitute that. So things like that, and then I have tarot. I had tarot, my tarot card flip throughs and things like that, and I have like 4 of those that are in the process of being edited right now. My editing is really well. Caitlin, welcome back, Caitlin. Yeah, thank you for coming back. And so that's the kind of just go look through my long play videos, and you can see what kind of ASMR stuff I do. Okay, Cupcake Love. Well, love her. Thank you. Thank you. And Tyler is on the way out. So yeah. Yeah, thank you. You know, I finished that. I think I finished that mask that I was working on last night. I might have another layer to do on it, so I haven't decided. Yeah. So kind of a fall term, kind of a thing here. So let's kind of simple it. All right, so you guys gotta, yeah. Anyways. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough talk here. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. You know, against those clouds, this tree looks like it's almost. No, I can't do that because I'm not very good at cleaning and there's people asleep right now, and my living space is really cluttered, and Caitlin, I love doing art. I love doing poetry, and I like I like cooking too. Yeah, poetry. You want to hear a poem before you leave? This is a book of poems that I wrote a couple years ago. So, yeah. Here, let me just read you a poem. It's called Page 3. Procrastination revelation. Soft orange halos, blue light. I walk through them. Stop. The thing buzzes. The entire world under noises. A world doesn't exist. The collective consciousness is weird. Blows my mind. And so here's another one, page 38. The boring side. Fantasy, fascinating dream, silly embarrassment, stories about love buried here. Wondered, no words, my fingers tracing an old oak tree. I feel the fever away from home, mingled fragrances, faint aroma veiled, face hidden away, missing life right here. I'll read one more. I don't think there's any bad words in this book. Page 10. The disease of speech. A misunderstanding in the absence of the who. An inessential extra makes up for something lacking. Confession of an inner reality. Confessions to hide what I mean, what I was worth. In conversations with others, signs, transparent, open to interpretation. Weakness does not need experience. Logic is structure. Qualities characterize the I. You gotta go. Okay, well, oh, you know what? This was one of my cards that I did years ago, and I'm going to try and do some more like this. So when I have my cards, they are encased in plastic like this. There's the envelope. So yeah. The only reason you're not able to make it to work this week because you're too busy with school. Well, I've been writing poetry for a long, long time. So probably longer than you guys have before you were born. And so I've been but my first art that I started working on was music and photography. You wanted to hear the poems. Thanks for showing. Okay. Yeah, well, thank you. And so I have a stream at 9 p.m. on Monday, tomorrow afternoon at 1:11. And then I think then, yeah. Then I will have, those are the ones. Then I have some random pop-ups that I'll have here and there. So this fourth scene is getting pretty close to being done. So, Tyler, what do you think of it so far? It's not quite done, but you asked for an ocean, a fall scene for painting rocks. Okay, well, if you want to go down into my long plays, and I don't have any art posted in my long play videos, but I have some projects in the works planned. And so yeah. So let's just put some more leaves in here. I'm going to put some bushes in there. You know, it almost seems like it might need a moon or something. I probably should have washed these brushes off. Thank you very much, Tyler, for the praise, and you guys are very kind. I better clean the brush off a bit more. Otherwise, I'm going to ruin my brush. You're a student, Canal? A student in Canal. What's a... Is that like a root canal, Caitlin? Yeah. I said how old I was before. I don't necessarily need to do that again, so. But yeah, I've done poetry for a long time. You know, I'll just kind of put a little of this white in here. Maybe we'll make it kind of like a fall snow scene. Yeah, well, I do art. I kind of I do artwork and paper mache, and then I'm doing some I'm a designing some collage tarot cards, but I'm not doing it for like commercial purposes. I'm just doing it for because I have like tarot in the title. I need to at least have some tarot in my channel. I don't do tarot readings. Maybe someday I will, but I don't do them. Okay, all right. What have we got next? I'm gonna put a little red in here. Fall colors. Oh, You left again, Caitlin? Oh, wait. All right. Feels quiet in here. I'll work on this tree a little bit more. We'll add some bushes into it. Okay. I feel like it needs like a moon or something up here. Maybe we'll put a moon in the sky up here. A little bit of a moon. But you know, since it's, maybe we'll put a little white on top of the tree. Like maybe there's a bit of snow. Kind of stipple a little in this one too, and a little into that one. All right. Let's add some bushes in here. I need a brush for that. I'm just gonna put some little things in here right in the foreground. I think it needs some more of this yellow, yellow, fluorescent yellow. Why do I feel like wanting to read some Allen Ginsberg's poetry? I don't have that book handy anywhere. I like that poem, America. I'll have to remember to get that and bring that into this area. Gonna lighten things up a little bit more of that color. We'll mix it right on the colors right on here. With the bright colors. But maybe we come in. We've got these other bright colors here. Kind of muddies it up over there. Bushes, kind of just filling in the ocean scene. I mean the forest scene, different colors, and over here it's got some flowers, red flowers, some blue flowers. Then we're gonna bring it together with adding some snow on the ground. Blue flowers. I'm going to bring that all across there. It makes it kind of greenish color, which is okay. Come up with some white. Snow on the ground. And let's kind of put that down here. Down in the underworld, some snow. I think it's starting to look pretty good there, don't you think? A forest, a winter forest, fall winter forest scene on a stone. Watching paint dry on a stone. Starting to come up pretty good. It's not bad for painting on a stone. Maybe I'm going to come up and bring in another. I think I might do that. Of course I can do that, right? There's nothing here saying that I can't put another tree right up in the foreground here. I'm going to make it a much lighter color brown, a sort of using this yellow oxide and the red. Makes kind of a rusty color. And then we're gonna just come in like that. Another big old tree, but it's gonna kind of come over here like that. There we go. Just kind of put it in here. Just, it's okay. It's like, I'm just going to put a lot of just little branches on this thing. Just really light strokes. Light strokes. Kind of get this sense of its spider webs into the sky, or like little roots. The roots that feed off the energy in the sky. The roots below feeding off the energy of the earth. The mother below and the father above. The mother below and the father below, above. Let's kind of bring in some more of these colors. Maybe make it a little bit taller. A little more. It's fine. It looks almost natural. So what that is bigger. Now maybe we'll come up here and we're going to put just some leaves around. Fall colors. Maybe half the leaves have fallen off. The ones that just a stippling motion. The stippling motion looks like leaves from afar. Very simple colors, simple actions. That's what we got to do here. Just have some simplicity. Simplicity in our motion, simplicity in our lives. It's late on the left coast here. It's a little bit after midnight. Maybe like 12:30 on the left coast. It's calm outside. Calm. Calm down. Calm. Calm down. That's what this tree says. This tree talks about the need to breathe, in from sky energy, to breathe out the water energy from the ground, from the mother that gives us life. There. I think this is about done. This is very awkward. It's a very awkward. I need to relax too. That's what the stone is telling me. Random guy on YouTube, calm down. Calm down. I feel like it needs an S-shaped bird. An S-shaped bird. It's a big black S-shaped bird. I'm gonna put some wings in here. Just some lines. It's just sort of hanging out in the snow. Snowbird. There we go. It has this big, long neck. Big, long neck. The body here. A little bit more water. There we go. Let's come take some white here. Put a little eyeball here. Let's make another one. Another one of these happy S-shaped birds. Just hanging out under the trees. Under the trees. In the snow. Snowbirds. The snowbirds are here. Snowbirds. Kind of transparent snowbirds. There we go. A little more water on the brush. Got these snowbirds. Just a couple of snowbirds here. I'm gonna just put in this little dimple there in the rock. Make its head. Maybe this one's just a little bit bigger. Come up here. Add a little titanium white where it might have an eye. There's a big eye there. And so there we go. This nice scene is kind of complete. Couple birds hanging out under the trees, under the blue winter fall sky. The blue winter fall sky. Painted on a stone I found in the creek out back. A stone I found in the creek out back. I think I'm going to put it aside. I'm gonna grab this other stone. I'm gonna do something else. It has a Christmas tree on this side, but maybe on this side we're just going to put another deciduous tree. A deciduous tree. Complete the scene. We're going to mix this black with this yellow oxide to make a nice brownish color. A little bit more red. Bring some more red in. And we're just gonna start down here. Make a big old trunk. Just a big old trunk. Kind of goes up there. You know, there's a meandering branch that meanders its way to the sky. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. I think that's what Jimi Hendrix sang in that song. And it was repeated by Soft Cell in the 70s or the 80s. I think it was the 80s when Soft Cell came into being. And so we're just drawing in some limbs. Add some more water. It just kind of flows better. A little more water. Some nice limbs. You don't have to be perfect. Perfect is the realm of what you have to do at work. Perfect is what you have to do at school. But this is art. And drawing nature, there's a randomness in nature. That randomness tells us that we just need to relax. Relax and breathe. Be yourself. Because that's really all you can be, is yourself. And learning how to be the best self that you know how to be. Just branches. Just branches going to the sky. And you can see how just a little bit of paint goes a long ways. This part of the video is definitely sleep aid. You can definitely use this as a sleep aid. The first part of the video was a social dance, a social party with those in the chat, and it was a lot of fun. Now, we relax. We relax into the moment. We relax into the now. We feel this tree. We feel the branches growing into the sky. Just to breathe. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in that sigh of joy, that knowing that everything will be okay. the world is coming to an end, but everything will be okay. This tree is talking to you. It's talking to you as it grows into the sky. Everything will be okay. Though this is a rock, this rock was formed at the beginning of time, from the elements at the beginning of time. It's going to build this, maybe another little branch this way, another little branch that way. Sometimes trees like this, that is how they reproduce. Maybe we'll just put a little circle in here, some ground. Maybe some grasses. Maybe there isn't grasses left this time of year. But you know what? In this imaginary land, there are grasses blowing in the wind. And this one's got some seeds on it. It's bloomed again. Maybe we want to make it some red. Just a little thin line of red here. Thin line of red. Going into the sky. Talking. The ground communicates. It talks. If you are quiet, really quiet, you can hear what the world has to say. If you're quiet, even the animals talk. The animals, the cows in the field, the wild turkeys, the birds, they all talk. They all talk about the creative force of the universe. Squirrels hanging out in the sun, eating nuts, eating wild apples on the tree, gaining sustenance, living their true lives, living their best true lives. We can learn a lot from them. Learn a lot about what it is that we need. What do we need in order to thrive in this life? What do we need? What is the essential ingredients for life? Yes, I know what holy books say. They all say the same things. They use words like, do not be afraid. They use words like, love your neighbor as yourself. Be free. Be yourself. That's what the birds say. Be free. Be yourself. Maybe we'll put some more leaves in here. I don't know. It just feels like this is a tree that is gearing up for spring. It's in the winter, and got little leaves on it. I think I'm gonna take some of these little leaves and make them yellow. Yellow like the sun. The life-giving sun. Yellow, yellow. Bright yellow. Red yellow. Yellow. Yellow glows when exposed to light. Shines bright. This yellow sometimes looks green, but it is yellow. Fluorescent yellow, neon yellow, yellow that reflects light back to you. We're going to add these little details on the top. These are the signs that the roots in the sky are drinking in light. They are drinking in the nutrients from the air. They are drinking in the nutrients from their roots and moving them up, moving them up, moving them up to the sky and release their vapors for us to breathe, for us to breathe, for the little animals to breathe in their happiness, their joy from sucking up the energy from the earth mother. That is what these trees do. Trees are a conduit for life. I need a drink of water too. I'm getting thirsty like this tree. Taking some time to breathe. Breathe in deeply of this love. The universe, in its infinite creativity, makes love to us and to everything in it. The universe, in its infinite creativity, makes love to all its creation, imbuing it with the creative force of itself. This tree is starting to come alive. Part of this yellow just sits and mixes with the paint that it is already present on there. Just stippling these simple motions, meditative motions of deliberateness. That's how you give this thing life. It's an imitation of life, a facsimile. It's something pretty to look at. Granted, you might be surrounded by such things all around you. Just breathe in deeply. Let's take a look here. Take a look at what we've done here. Didn't that look good? And then a nice scene on this side. There's also a little Christmas tree scene on the other side. Springtime. Summer is at a close. Soon it will be winter again. Who knows what's going to happen after November? Try not to think about it. Let's see. I don't want to overdo it. When you overdo it, you can sometimes ruin these things. Maybe we'll just add some texture to this tree. Just another layer. I don't want to overdo it too much because I just might ruin it. So it's going to add some of that color in. Just trying to give it a more of a textured experience. Kind of texturing it out. Mixing it in, bringing up a lighter tone. And as again, I have too much paint. And if you just like looking from the shadows, feel free to push the like button. And if you like watching live art, come back again tomorrow at 1:11 p.m., 1:11 p.m. for some more random art. Monday night at 9 p.m. I'll be making some cards with some stuff, words and stuff on them. It may be kind of fun. I feel like I started to ruin this here. I'm going to darken it up a bit. Tree trunk. It's easy to ruin these things by adding too many layers. It's difficult to know when to stop adding the layers. Painting on rocks isn't as easy as painting on paper. Just gonna bring in a little bit there. Just kind of stipple in just a little bit this in there. With some there, and then maybe we'll put some blue in. There we go. I don't think I'm going to do any more. So we got this one done. And then this one, two rocks. Two rocks for tonight. With all this extra paint, I got to figure out something. Maybe it'll survive till tomorrow. And at the end, I just want to see what kind of a night this was. I have this tiny, teeny tarot deck. See what it says. They're all upright cards. What does it say about this moment here? Lovers? Is that what that is? No. It's the Two of Cups. It is. It's about a partnership of love with one another. And that's what this night has been. A partnership between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, between the Father and the Mother, Father Heaven and Mother Earth, Father Sky and Mother Earth. A partnership between these two forces that have been with us all night long as we've been painting these rocks. And the rocks which came from the Mother, but they also came from the Father. The rocks came from the universe, spit out of stars, forming the Mother in this earth. This is about a partnership, a cooperation between these energies, and that is what this card means to us right now in this moment, in this night of painting rocks. So thank you. thank you. Thank you very much for being here tonight. For all those who participated in the conversation earlier on. The man says, let's smash. And the woman says, not until yeah, that is right, isn't it? Thank you, Thomas. Anyways, maybe my migraine will go away by tomorrow. I had this really interesting experience, Thomas, and for a moment I thought I'd completely jumped timelines. For a moment I didn't recognize my own voice. But then it all came back. Of course, it was probably the really, really good dinner that I had. Sharing a meal with the dog and sharing it with my mama. While watching Newhart. That's with the Larry. This is my brother Larry. I'm Larry, and this is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. Whoever came up with that was a genius. Yeah, well, about a month ago, I stopped taking the normal pills that I take because I had that eye issue thing. I had my brother is Daryl. Is that right? Yeah. So you have a brother Daryl too, but you don't have two brother Daryls. But yeah, I stopped taking the Imitrex because I had I had burst blood vessels in my eyeballs, and in each one of them. So I'm thinking that maybe I should not use that Imitrex anymore, and so I stopped using Imitrex. I generally have like 1 or 2 migraines, 1 to 4 a month. And so I started taking more like magnesium, but I really need to do more sleep. I woke up with this migraine because I fell asleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, and got up early. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So you just have one brother named Daryl. Yeah. Yeah, I like that Newhart. And anyways, I am gonna get up early, gonna turn the Zoom church on for my mama. She doesn't know. She's 84. She doesn't know how to operate the technology. And then I have a stream at 1:11, and then on Monday at 9 for my 24-month celebration, I'm going to do something. I think I've talked about that 4 times tonight. I've been on for 90 minutes now, and I'm just going to say good night. And thank you very much, Thomas, for coming in. And thank you for everyone else who came in to say hello and who listened in, who pushed the like button. And for those who pushed the subscribe button, thank you too. Hopefully those numbers will go up to 1,000 soon. Good night. Good night. And good night, everybody who's watching in from afar. I'm going to turn this stream off now. Good night. And have a blessed week. A blessed work week. A blessed school week. A blessed retired week. Have a blessed time. Happy Sunday. Caitlin, you came just at the end, and so this is the rock. This is that rock, and then this is the other one. I hope that you like to see them before I turn the camera off. And so Caitlin, I'll be back tomorrow at 1:11 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Monday Pacific time. So thank you, Caitlin. Thank you very much. Thank you, Thomas. And thank you, everyone else, for tuning in. Yes. Yeah, this was fun. And look at the birds, too. This got a pair of lovebirds that are just right there. Yeah. Anyways, good night. And I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm going to